Holy hee-haw, the talking donkey, the snake, and Shrek Sidekick. Introduction. Beloved congregation, today we gather to discuss one of the Bible's most underrated miracles, talking animals. Yes, I'm talking about the serpent in the Garden of Eden, Genesis 3, and Balaam's donkey, Numbers 22. These aren't just bedtime stories or ancient fairy tales. They are divine encounters with creatures who, for reasons known only to God, suddenly gain the power of speech. And because I know you're thinking it, yes, we're going to compare them to Donkey from Shrek. Why? Because if you can't find the gospel in Shrek, are you even trying? The snake, Satan's smooth-talking salesman. First, let us consider the serpent. Genesis 3 introduces us to the original smooth talker, the slithering up to Eve and saying, "Did God really say?" Now, this snake wasn't just any snake, it was the devil in disguise. Let's pause for a moment and ask the real question. Why did Eve not freak out? Think about it. If a snake started chatting you up at the grocery store, would you calmly engage in theological debate? Probably not. But Eve, she's out here discussing forbidden fruit like it's a book club meeting. Are there talking animals were normal in Eden, or Eve was just too polite to question it? Lesson 1. Beware of polite conversations with snakes. Now, Satan's strategy here is simple. Use charm, wit, and half-truths to lead humanity astray. And let's face it, the serpent has big, used car salesman energy. He's slick, persuasive, and leaves you questioning your life choices. But here's where the comparison begins. The serpent is like a Shrek villain, Lord Farquaad perhaps, offering something shiny and appealing, but at a terrible cost. Balaam's donkey, the OG talking donkey. Now we move to Numbers 22, where Balaam, a prophet for hire, is on his way to curse Israel. But God has other plans. He sends an angel to block Balaam's path, and when Balaam's donkey sees the angel, it refuses to move. Balaam, being a typical impatient human, starts beating the poor donkey. When that happens, the donkey speaks. "What have I done to you to make you beat me these 3 times? Now let's pause. Balaam doesn't scream, faint, or question reality. No, he just starts arguing with the donkey. This is peak biblical absurdity. Imagine you're on a road trip, your car breaks down, and suddenly it starts talking. "Why are you kicking my tires?" Would you calmly reply, "Because you won't start, that's why." But Balaam's donkey isn't just a comedic interlude. It's a divine messenger sent to serve Balaam from his own foolishness. And here's where the Shrek comparison becomes unavoidable. Donkey from Shrek is loud, stubborn, and endlessly chatty, but he's also loyal and, in his own way, wise. Balaam's donkey is the biblical prototype, a creature underestimated by everyone, but chosen by God to deliver a message. Act 3. Comparing the characters. Let us now compare these biblical creatures with the one and only donkey from Shrek, the snake and donkey's wit. The serpent is cunning, persuasive, and uses words to manipulate. Donkey, on the other hand, uses words to annoy. While the snake says, "You won't surely die," donkey says, "I'm making waffles." Both are unforgettable, but only one is trustworthy. The donkey and donkey's heart. Balaam's donkey is a reluctant hero, much like Donkey and Shrek. Both are underestimated, mocked, and mistreated, yet they play pivotal roles in saving the day. Balaam's donkey saves his master from divine wrath, while Donkey helps Shrek discover the power of friendship. Coincidence? I think not. The snake and Lord Farquaad. The serpent and Farquaad both represent deception. They promise something desirable, knowledge, power, or a kingdom, but their true motives are selfish and destructive. The lesson: never trust someone with perfect hair or a forked tongue. Act 4. Theological implications. You may be asking, what does all this mean for my spiritual life? Great question. Here are 3 takeaways. God uses the unexpected. If God can use a donkey to deliver a message, he can use anyone or anything to accomplish his will. Feeling unqualified? Remember, you're at least as capable as a talking donkey. Beware of deceptive voices. Whether it's a snake in the garden or a smooth-talking villain, not every voice deserves your trust. Test the spirits, and if someone's trying to sell you forbidden fruit or a swamp, walk away. Laughter is holy. Do not miss the humor here. God could have sent an angel directly to Balaam, but he chose a talking donkey instead. Why? Perhaps to remind us that even in the most serious matters there's rooms for laughter. Conclusion. Donkey theology. So, my friends, as you go forth this week, remember the talking animals of the Bible. Be as discerning as Eve should have been, as humble as Balaam's donkey, and as loyal as Donkey from Shrek. And above all, trust that God can work through anyone, even a stubborn, chatty, waffle-loving donkey. Amen, and pass the waffles.